What is up, ladies and gentlemen? We're back here for yet another episode, and as you guys can tell, we are back here in November, and I'm gonna give you guys my top 5 favorite winter baits. Now, you guys, I think just something you gotta know in general is that winter fishing, or fishing in the winter, can be very tough. And some days you're just gonna have to grind for those fish, and they might not be all that big, but you're catching fish in the frigid cold, which is all that matters. It'd be better if you were catching bigger fish, but at least you're catching fish. So I'm gonna kind of go through. I've got 5 baits laid out right down here, and I'm gonna kind of go through them, where I like to fish them, the rod, the reel, the line, and everything. I'm gonna try to make this video a little bit faster because sometimes I get talking on these baits and I go on for like 13-15 minutes and it's crazy long. So I'm gonna try to go through these fast. So my first 2 baits, they're very similar to each other, are a shaky head and a jig. Now I'll go over a jig real quick. This is a jig right here. It's got a head, the skirt, and the little crawl plastic right here. It's supposed to imitate a crawfish. You cast this out, let it sink to the bottom. It's gonna sit on the bottom just like this. The pinchers are gonna go crazy and it's gonna look like a crawfish. That's pretty much what you do. You hop it back. Very simple presentation. And then with a crawl or a shaky head, this is the shaky head that I love to use. This is my favorite one. It's made by Spot Remover. They can be a little bit expensive. Sometimes you can find them at Walmart for $5.50 or so, but they are very worth it for me. And pretty much all it is it's a jig. It's a jig. You know, you've got your head, you've got the hook with no skirt, and then you attach your own soft plastic, whatever soft plastic you would like. My favorite one is a crawfish one, or something very similar to this. This is a Strike King Rage Tail Rage Crawl, just in watermelon color. But if you guys saw my Guggen Baits review or comparison, the Guggen Baits Kraken Crawl is very similar to this. So all you do is sometimes you can downsize it a little bit, but most of the time for those winter fish, you can sometimes catch them with bigger baits. The reason why is in the winter they're lethargic and they don't want to move a whole lot, so they don't want to waste a whole lot of energy going out and getting some food. So if there's a bigger presentation there and it's moving slow, they don't have to waste much energy, but they can get the same amount of food and protein and everything. So you can still go with some of those bigger crawls, but the reason why I like these Spot Remover ones is you get this and you just push it in there. That's all you do, and it's there. You don't have to turn it on, twist it around. I don't like to twist ones because a lot of times baits are really slimy and everything and they don't go on very good. And then all you do, let's see, you get your hook right there. You've got your hook and you just simply put it in there right like that, and it's gonna go sit on the bottom and it's gonna be like a little crawfish, just like that. So you can do that for a shaky head. I also, whenever I'm creek fishing, use these little Ned rigs right here. They work really well. You downsize those rage crawls a little bit and you'll get bit. So next is, sometimes you'll have a long cold front and then it'll be warm. Like today, it's a beautiful day. It's in like the 60s right now and it's beautiful, perfect fishing conditions, but it's warmed up. And so what I like to do, I like to throw a spinnerbait. And this is like a group of bait fish. Again, going back to bass don't want to waste a whole lot of energy for the same amount of food. So if they can get this whole school of bait fish, then they'll do that. So again, just a normal spinnerbait. This is a mystery tackle box one. Here's a Strike King one right here. Just shad pattern spinnerbaits. They always work, but just as long as if you get a day or two cold front where it's like in the 60s or 50, where it's much warmer than what it has been, sometimes those bass can get pretty active and they'll start to feed up. So next, this is for some of you northern dudes. I actually just made a video about this like a couple days ago over jerkbait fishing, but it's a jerkbait, and this is the main jerkbait I was using in that video to catch those fish. And you've got that one, you've got this one right here. This is made by Livingston right there, pretty sweet jerkbait. And then this is actually an old Rapala one that I found and cleaned up and everything, put new treble hooks on it, and it looks mighty fine there. So jerkbaits, they always work. You can just twitch them down. If you guys want to learn more about jerkbaits, I'll put the link to my video that I just made a couple days ago down in the description. You guys can go click on that. I go over everything like I have in this video, but it's more specific to jerkbaits. So the very last bait I don't have rigged up right now, but would be a drop shot. Now I don't throw a whole lot of drop shots much, just because I'd rather throw a Ned rig or a jig or something like that on the bottom. But this is a way to get a bait suspended up, but you don't, with a lot of action, but you're not moving it a whole lot. I don't know if that makes sense, but so pretty much you just get a little drop shot weight right there, and then you get your hook, and you tie this on. Actually, you tie this on, and then have your weight about a foot down. And so what that does is your weight sits on the bottom, and then you put a little plastic on here, and it's up here, and then you just shake your rod really gently, and that bait is going to go crazy. A lot of people throw worms on there. Again, I don't throw drop shots too much, so I don't know the best baits to do that with, but I have caught fish on it, but it's not my favorite way to catch fish in the winter. So that's pretty much my top 5 winter baits. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you haven't already, go smash that subscribe button and give it a big old thumbs up. And also, my 1,000 subscriber giveaway is still going on, so you guys go subscribe, and I'll also try to put the giveaway link down in the description below, so you guys can click on that, and it'll take you straight to the giveaway where you can learn all about winning some awesome free tackle. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will catch you guys on the next episode of LMB Nation. Peace, guys.